this is another day for you to cut sod for one of your flagship projects to open up the country as you envision that this project would unlock many more potentials for our country. So I have this few things to say. My brothers and sisters, today marks the turning point of the history of the North. For far too long, the people of this part of Ghana have been made to live in some of the worst and most neglected roads in our country. Decades of promises came and went, but nothing got done. Minister, I heard you say that you've seen this, and many sword cuttings and even more colorful ceremonies were conducted here before. I can guarantee you President Mahama is walking his talk. This one would work. We guarantee you in 24 months, this project will be completed. The contractors selected to do this project are capable of doing it. And so contractors, you hear the communities calling for this project to be done within 24 months. So if you see the agencies making sure that you go to site and work, we are not pushing you beyond what we should push you. It's simply because that is what the people of Ghana want. They want this project to be completed within 24 months. Your Excellency, when I was doing one of my nationwide tours, we met some young women along this road going to Tumu. On that day, one of them's was carrying maize. And then something happened. They fell and we met them. So we stopped. And one of the comments they made, Your Excellency, is that as for this road, if President Mahama cannot build a road between Wa and Bolga, then nobody can do it. And Mr. President, I have no doubt you are going to be able to make this happen. So that lady and the children we saw by the roadside will have faith in the political class that there is a political class that can promise and deliver. And I have no doubt that you are going to make this happen for that lady and the children. But for today, under the bold visionary leadership of His Excellency President Dramani Mahama, we are turning the page. We are here to cut sod for over 260 kilometers of strategic roads valued at over 3.7 billion Ghana cedis under the Big Push program, the single largest investment in road infrastructure in the northern corridor of our country in recent history. This is not just a construction project. It is a statement of fairness and inclusion. It is proof that every region, every community, and every Ghanaian will finally receive attention they deserve. Your Excellency, the road linking WA-HAN, Lawra, TUMU-NAVRONGO and HAMILE will be done. These roads are the backbone of the economy of the Upper East and Upper West regions, carrying our farmers' produce, traders' goods, students and workers every day. When completed, these projects will reduce the travel time between Wa and Tumu from over 4 hours to less than 2.5 hours. Transport costs will fall by up to 30%. Over 2,500 direct jobs and 7,000 indirect jobs will be created in the course of this project alone. The Big Push is also a foundation for the 24-hour economy of your government, ensuring that Ghana works around the clock. Powered by the modern infrastructure and decent jobs, it is about building a fair, stronger, and more connected nation. To our contractors, let me say this clearly. Ghana has changed. Deliver quality, deliver on time, and deliver within budget. There will be no room for shoddy work or inflated claims. To our local communities, please support and protect our work. These roads belong to you. They are your future and your inheritance. Mr. President, there's another issue that I am going to be working with the contractors to address. We have noticed that, Mr. President, under your Big Push, the amount of money, the volume of bitumen we are going to use on this project alone is over 600,000 tons, which is valued over 7 billion Ghana cedis. Your Excellency, one of the reasons that you see some of the roads we build fail is the quality of materials we use. There's no regime in our country that ensures that the bitumen we use is up to standard. And I'm going to be working with the contractors to ensure that no more free will for every contractor to import anything in the name of bitumen and sell. So we are going to be working and have a regime where we can certify that only bitumen that is fit for purpose is used to do your big push project, so that we can hold the investment we are putting in this. We cannot invest all this money and allow shoddy work. Sometimes the contractors, Your Excellency, do everything that they are asked to do. Unfortunately, where they bought the bitumen from, they cannot justify the quality. So I'm going to be working with them. Your Excellency, the last thing is that you have already sounded the warning. You are investing over 70 billion Ghana cedis on big push, even within this phase. We cannot build this and allow few transporters to overload and destroy the roads within 3 years. It will not happen. So we have directed that henceforth, stronger and stricter regulations should be brought upon the system. Your Excellency, as we speak, there's a bill in Parliament which through the fees and charges. And when it matures, Mr. President, the current regime where people overload and are charged 5,000, Your Excellency, is being changed. Now, if you overload, you will be charged 50,000 Ghana cedi, because the cost of the damage you cause our roads cannot be repaired with the amount of money we are talking. Even the 50,000 is a penalty. Cannot repair the road, but it's a deterrent. Your Excellency, we are very grateful, and we believe that you are the president who is going to make this country deserve and get whatever the voters deserve from political parties. And we are very hopeful that the communities will give the contractors all the support. This project belongs to you. Keep an eye on the contractors. Contractors, the president directs that when you are hiring people, always make sure that you hire labor from the local economy. I am sure there are many young people here who are capable of supplying you with the kind of skills you need. Please employ them. And we are going to be looking forward to see the contractors that will employ, especially our young graduates from the university, the young engineers, the young quantity surveyors. We want to see them in your team when we visit your site. I will be asking, how many young engineers have you recruited since you got the big push job? And your answer will depend on the next big push job you get. Your Excellency, I will end here by saying that your people are very excited. We shall deliver this project within 24 months. And we are taking our reputation on it. Thank you very much, and God bless us all.
From the media, I want to begin by adding my voice to that of the regional minister to express our regrets to the Bulenga for the break of protocol. We were supposed to have called on him in his palace and paid our respects before coming to this program. Unfortunately, a delay in Accra meant that we took off later than we had expected. And so we got here behind schedule. And because the WA airport does not yet have runway lights, it means we must take off at a certain time. Incidentally, from here, we lost our chairman, Alhaji Malik. And so I have to go and greet the funeral before we go to the airport and take off. So time is not our best friend, but I know Bulenga is our elder brother, and he's a comrade of the revolution, so he knows that sometimes in revolutions, these are the things that happen. But I want to thank him for his patience. Let me also pay my respects to a man I just met here, whom I call my uncle, and that is Wadia-Ganem. This is a great man, and he deserves a national honor from Ghana. He has dedicated all his life to living and working in Ghana. From when I was a young man, he's of my father's generation. And from when I was a young man, he built most of the roads that we know about that we're coming to do again under the big push. He has paid his dues to Ghana, and I just want to say God bless him, continue to give him long life and good health. I'm happy to know that his sons have taken over from him and are continuing to work in the road construction area. If you drive along many of the roads in the savannah and you see a dam, it is Wadia-Ganem's work. Anywhere he sees a stream, he raises the road and raises the culverts so that it can create a drinking water area for dry season gardening and for cattle watering. I want to pay respects to him on behalf of the government and people of Ghana. In Gulina's speech, he spoke about tractor services. I wish to assure him that the promise we made for the setting up of farmer service centers is about to be fulfilled. We have identified 50 sites across the country in the food growing areas where we're going to set up these farmer service centers. Each farmer service center would have tractors, combined harvesters, maize shellers, plows, harrows, tractor trailers, and all the machinery and equipment that you need for farming. The Minister of Finance is going to read his budget, and in next year's budget, he's made provision for the first 11 of the farmer service centers to begin. And so our farmers will get the support they need. In addition, provision has been made for the establishment of irrigation sites so that we can do all year round gardening. One of the major problems with food security in Ghana is that we have a single farming season. And so we prepare the land before the rains open up. And after the rains are gone, we have to sit again for another 6 months until the next year's rain comes. It is not the same in other countries. In many countries, when they harvest, they are planting again. When they harvest, they are planting again. That is the kind of agriculture we want to encourage in Ghana. And so we're going to invest in irrigation sites, and we expect our farmers to take advantage of it so that they can do all year farming rather than waiting for a single rainy season to bring them rain. Now, Seydou Brahma, my brothers and sisters, the minister also commented on the issue of overloading. If you see some of the roads we did in 2016, even the Wa Township roads, I remember we asphalted most of them. If you go, you'll find that most of the asphalt has been pushed aside and it's become mountains on the road. And that's just because a few transporters want to take advantage and make as much money as possible. As I said, in Central Region, Burkina Faso has instituted a new weight restriction. And so what our people do is they load one truck here, overload it 120 tons, and then they get to the border and they offload the goods into 3 different trucks before they can enter Burkina Faso. If Burkina Faso wants good roads, we also want good roads. So we're not going to allow you to take one truck and go and offload into 3. So I'm serving notice. We will have stakeholder engagements with all the people in the transport sector. And when we start implementing our weight restrictions, we hope that everybody will comply so that these roads that we're doing will not fail in the next 2 to 3 years. I also want to assure the regional minister and all the people of Upper West that we have arranged this road construction in such a way that we don't have one contractor having too long a stretch of the road. Often that's the mistake that is done. And so the work is so slow, and so they are not able to finish on time. With this project, we have divided the road into lots. And so there are about 3 or 4 contractors working on the same stretch of road. And so they will be able to finish faster. And if there are 4 of you working on a road, if you are not pulling your weight, everybody will see that your construction is not going properly. And so I can assure you, we've made all those roads, we're giving them 24 months to finish. But all the contractors are assuring me that they'll finish before the end of 24 months. Because I've told them that if you finish, then we'll give you another one. So if you finish and you finish properly, you can come and ask for another one. So if you spend 3 years on your road, it's Yaala na, Yaala na. And so I'm sure that they will finish quickly. And what we've done is we have pre-qualified the contractors and made sure that we brought some of the best contractors here to the Upper West region. And so I can assure you that they're going to do a very good quality job. By the time we come here within the next 2 years to come and commission the roads, I can assure you that Upper West will see some of the biggest revolutionary changes in the road network than it has ever seen in the history of Ghana. So today we gather in WA to make history. This is not just another sword-cutting event, it is a solemn reaffirmation of our collective resolve to restore fairness, equity, and dignity to every part of our nation. For decades, our brothers and sisters in the northern part of Ghana have endured the pain of neglect marked by broken promises, delayed projects, and missed opportunities. But today, that narrative is going to change. Under this administration, we're not here to make speeches. We're here to make progress, and we're here to deliver on our word. The Big Push infrastructure program we're launching today marks a decisive step forward. It is a bold new chapter in Ghana's journey towards balanced development. It is our commitment to ensuring that no region, no community, or citizen is left behind. The Big Push is not a slogan, it is a national transformation blueprint, a coordinated program to modernize our infrastructure, to expand opportunities, and generate thousands of decent, sustainable jobs for our young people. We're laying the foundation for a new Ghana, a country that works round the clock 24/7, supported by efficient roads, modern markets, logistics, reliable energy, and strong, accountable institutions. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the backbone of our 24-hour economy initiative. That is an economy that never sleeps, one that enables farmers to move their produce even at night, industries to operate multiple shifts, and markets to do business beyond daylight hours. When we speak of 24-hour economy, this is what we mean: an inclusive, modern economy powered by infrastructure, logistics, and connectivity. And that journey begins here in WA. The Big Push projects for the Upper West and Upper East regions will transform the entire northern transport corridor. We're constructing and upgrading over 260 kilometers of roads in Upper West alone. Strategic roads linking WA-HAN-TUMU-NAVRONGO, Lawra to Hamile. These are all vital arteries that sustain agriculture, trade, education, and healthcare across the north. For far too long, these roads have been in deplorable condition. Farmers have struggled to transport their produce, traders have lost goods to bad roads, children have endured unsafe and lengthy commutes to school, and armed robbers have had a field day attacking our mothers coming from market. Today, I stand in Gule to say enough is enough. Every Ghanaian, whether in WA or Accra, Navrongo or Kumasi, deserves the same quality of roads and the same dignity of access. Equity in infrastructure is not a privilege, but it's a right. And so under this phase, we shall undertake the upgrading and rehabilitation of more than 260 kilometers of roads in the Upper West region. This will include dualization of the WA-UDS City Center Road to decongest and beautify the regional capital. So from the roundabout where the fire service is, we're going to dualize that road all the way to the UDS campus. We'll carry out bridge works over the Kanyigbe and Bechiluhu rivers for year-round access. Modern drainage and culvert systems will be put in place to mitigate flooding. Safety features including signage, lighting, and pedestrian crossings will be constructed. These are not cosmetic interventions, they are durable engineered solutions designed for sustainability and safety. When completed, as the Minister told you, travel time between WA and Tumu will be reduced from 4 hours to less than 2.5 hours. We expect that transport costs will drop accident rates will decline, and over 800,000 people will benefit directly, and another 1.5 million people will benefit indirectly through trade, education, and healthcare improvements. But let me spell out some of the roads that are going to see improvements under these 260 kilometers of roads. We have the Bulenga Yaala Road, the WA-HAN Road, the Tumu-Navrongo Road, the Hamile Road, the Sissili-Navrongo Road, the Chuchuliga Navrongo Road, and the Navrongo-Tumu-Sandema Road. All these roads are going to see a major upgrade. Together, these roads are going to establish the first continuous asphalted corridor linking these areas in Upper West and connecting Ghana's northwest to Burkina Faso and the broader Sahel region. This will make northern Ghana a strategic hub under the African Continental Free Trade Area. These projects are about people, they are about livelihoods, they are about dignity and opportunity. In the course of the projects, we will create over 2,500 direct jobs for engineers, artisans, machine operators, welders, technicians, and there will be 7,000 indirect jobs for food vendors, suppliers, and service providers, like those who sell cement, those who sell fuel, and those other products. We're prioritizing local content, ensuring that the materials and services that are used for construction are sourced locally. Every cedi invested must circulate within our communities to stimulate local enterprise. The materials used must be the best quality. And as the minister said, we're going to make sure that every bitumen, every material that is used on this road is the right specification. When the NDC builds, we build with the people, and we build for the people, and we build by the people. Infrastructure must not only change landscapes by beautifying them, infrastructure must change lives. To our contractors and engineers, let me be clear, the day of poor construction, inflated claims, and abandoned projects are over. Ghana deserves better. You must deliver quality on schedule and within budget. The Ghanaian taxpayer must see value in every kilometer of road we construct. And as I've said everywhere, this year the finance minister put 13.8 billion cedis into the Big Push road construction. Next year, he's reserving 30.8 billion cedis for the Big Push road construction. And so payment is not going to be the problem. If a contractor is not working, it's not because he's not been paid. The Minister of Finance has guaranteed that once you raise your certificate and it is certified and inspected and you've done the road to specification, you receive your payment immediately. And so to our chiefs and our communities, I urge you to support the work, protect the materials, cooperate with the engineers, because these roads belong to you. They are being built for you, your children, and your great-grandchildren. The Big Push is not an isolated initiative. It is part of a grand national network. And so as we commission the WA-HAN-TUMU-NAVRONGO Road and also the Lawra Hamile Road, I wish to announce to you that just last week I cut the sword for the Winchi Bamboy Sola Wa Road. So this Big Push, as I said, is not isolated. They are interconnected to every other part of the country. Once completed, this particular stretch will link the north to the middle belt and beyond to Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger, and will anchor Ghana's position as a gateway for regional logistics and trade. This is how we build economic sovereignty, by strengthening domestic infrastructure and regional competitiveness. The Big Push is more than a developmental program. It is a philosophy of governance rooted in inclusion, fairness, and shared prosperity. Across Ghana, new roads, new bridges, hospitals, schools, and water system are being put in place again under this government. We're investing in people because people are the true wealth of our nation. Let us therefore unite government, contractors, traditional leaders, and communities to make this transformation a success. Let the Big Push drive the engines of growth, justice, and national unity, and let us prove once again that when the NDC says we'll build Ghana, we do not just speak, but we act. So long live the Upper West region.
Thank you very much. You know, the Big Push project is a very major initiative by governments to try to improve the entire road network in the country. So far, the president has cut salt in Greater Accra, Volta region, Western region. Somewhere last week, the president did cut the salt for Bono East and some part of Savannah region. Today is a major event for road network in the Upper West region. Basically, the president will be cutting salt for road connecting WA to Han, to Tumu, to Chuchuliga, towards Navrongo. So basically, all the major highways in WA, about 10 of them will be covered by this salt cutting. We are anticipating that within 24 months, these projects should be completed. What we've done, the strategy is that to divide the road into various lots. And so for this salt cutting, we have about 10 to 12 different lots. And each lot has been allocated to a specific contractor so that we can have speed and be able to complete within schedule.
Do you know the total length in kilometers to be constructed?
So in all, we are talking about 260 kilometers of road. That is, as I said earlier on, cutting between WA to Han, to Tumu, towards Chuchuliga, and even hitting into the Upper East region, Navrongo. So, and we are also looking at WA to Hamile as part of it. We have about 10 to 12 different sections, so 260 kilometers in all. And this will be the biggest intervention within the Upper West region. I must say that some of the projects were already on contracts, but then due to lack of funding, they had stalled. So all these projects has been brought on board under the Big Push project, and they are now being funded under the Big Push project.
The critical issue is funding for these Big Push projects. Has funding already been secured, or will it be disbursed in phases?
No, funding has already been secured. As last year budget, the finance minister disclosed that close to 10 to 13 billion has been made available for this project. In fact, the president is on record, or the finance minister is on record to have said that when the contractors produce certificates, within 1 to 3 months, they should be paid for whatever work they've done. And so funding has been secured for this project. And on all these projects also, we are introducing the 24-hour economy policy on the project, which means that contractors have been told to work day and night so that we can complete the project within schedule, that is 24 months.
The key people that are involved in this is the contractors. Are they local? How were they selected?
Most of the contractors on this project are indigenous Ghanaian contractors. In fact, over the years, we've built the capacity of Ghanaian contractors, and we are proud to say that the Big Push project is by and large going to be delivered by about 80 to 90% Ghanaian-owned contractors, and so this should be a pride for Ghana. My minister has tasked the contractors that they should be proud that they are going to be part of this project, and they should promise to deliver quality road. Let's place on record that the president has said that we are not going to entertain shoddy work. For that matter, arrangement has been made for each contractor to sign insurance bond, and so each contractor will be made to sign insurance bond in the unlikely event that any shoddy work is done, will fall on that insurance bond to remedy whatever defects on the road. I said on the unlikely event because we are going to do strict supervision to ensure that the work is done according to quality and standards.
Finally, before you go, there's also the issue about maintenance of our roads. We are pumping in a lot of money into these big push projects. Apart from ensuring that quality materials are used and all of that, how are we also going to ensure that these roads are maintained from time to time?
Yeah, maintenance is very important, and it's one of the things that will be taken on with our agencies. That is urban roads, feeder roads, and then highways authority. So you can rest assured that henceforth we are going to strengthen our maintenance regime to make sure that once these roads are completed, we will maintain them frequently so that we reap the benefit. Let me also put on record that these roads that we are doing are the main corridor that transports major food and livestock to the southern sides of Ghana and to our neighboring country, Burkina. So it's a major economic corridor that we are trying to improve. Once these roads are constructed, it's going to boost the economic activity.
Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and click on the bell for more updates.